Right now, parents in Amador County are demanding answers after getting word about the absence of their kid's school principal during their final week of classes. Parents in Ione are frustrated this afternoon because their kid's elementary school principal is not serving as principal. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Lisa Gonzalez.
And I'm Curtis Ming. Most of the parents telling us they found out about this on social media. KCRA 3's Danica Hill live from the school after talking with parents. So what did they tell you?
Yeah, there are more questions than there are answers out here today in Ione. Many of those parents asking me today simply, is Principal Huss okay? Now, I did briefly speak with the district superintendent today. He would not speak on camera or confirm if Principal Mike Huss was on administrative leave or even if there was an investigation. He only told us that there is a new interim principal. Now, Ione Police sent us a statement saying they are conducting a preliminary investigation involving the Ione Elementary School, but could not release any further details at this time. Now, Huss may look familiar to some of you. I did a story with him back in 2022 when he became principal after working as a janitor and working his way up through the ranks. Parents here tell me he's been nothing but kind to their kids, and now they're frustrated with the district's response and lack of transparency. They want to know if their children are safe and what happened to their principal.
I found out through Facebook. And I was like, where's our principal at? He's amazing. He's great. He's great with the students. He's done so much for the community and our school. But where is he? So my son came home for school and he's like, oh, he's gone. He's on leave. Nobody's heard from him.
My main priority is my children and their safety. So if it's something serious, then I would like to know, right, as a parent, if I have any concerns, if I need to have concerns about my children going to school or not.
And this is the last week of school, so many of those parents are also asking, will Principal Huss be back next year? The district also would not confirm that for us today. Here in Ione, Danica Hill, KCRA 3 News.
So, Danica, what's the principal saying about all this?
Yeah, so because I did that story back with him in 2022, I still had his number. So I reached out to him, called him, texted him. Unfortunately, he did not respond to any of my calls or texts today. But while we were out here, one of his family members did come up and approach us, and they told us that he is okay. So he is alive. For a lot of those parents that are wondering if he's still here, he is still alive. But they told us that while he is physically okay, they say mentally he's just confused by all of this and hoping to get to the bottom of it. So a lot of confusion for him as well in this.
All right, Danica, thank you.